Hi and welcome to MTV. So this is the place where you get all the A's to your online business system Q's. I'm Em from mboden.com and I help women just like you automate the shiz out of their online biz. Automate, huh? So what does that really mean? Okay, so I guess for me, automation means setting up a system using technology that means things happen automatically. So they happen without you being there, without you having to push a button, without you having to, move around doing manual things. So, and that is the absolute beauty and blessing of the internet and of computers and technology, is that automation is now everywhere. It's everywhere. And, no matter your thoughts on automation, I'm sure we've all had phone calls from big companies, automating us to pay our bills and do things like that, where it's kind of annoying and you just think, couldn't they just get a real person, right? But, automation can truly, truly, truly give you so much in your life, and more on that in a minute. And then online biz, just in case you're not familiar, I'm sure most of you are, but online business and online biz refers to running a business with your primarily platform and your mode of delivery being online. So via a website or via a social media platform. And generally, I would refer to an online biz as being one that sells information products or education. So running online programs, membership sites. Obviously, all of this stuff can certainly have a one-on-one, face-to-face or in-person component, but the majority of it is all online. Okay, so let's just get back to automation for a second and see what can it do for you. Well, the answer was in the first slide: lifestyle and more cash flow. That's right. So automation, I truly believe, automation and a team. So two things. We're focusing on automation today, but focusing on automation really is what will give you a lifestyle and more cash flow, because I can guarantee right now you are leaving tons of money on the table by not automating simple things in your online business, particularly around follow-ups, asking for the sale, and then doing that again and again. Okay, so it can certainly give you more cash flow, and it can certainly give you more of a lifestyle. And what do I mean by a lifestyle? Whatever that means to you. So that might mean being able to spend all day with the kids, or most of the day with the kids. I actually spend half the day with my kids. Can't cope for the whole day. So I do, and I love my work, right? So I work and have the kids. But automation is what allows me to do that. It allows you to not constantly be tied to the internet and constantly be tied to the computer. I think one of the things we need to remember as online, business entrepreneurs and owners is we can get those, it's golden handcuffs, right? We escape the corporate world, or we escape offline worlds and offline jobs because we don't want a job, and then we end up with a job where we're tied to the computer, right? So automation is something that can help unlock those handcuffs and actually allow you to spend more time away from the computer. Of course, you can always come back and do stuff on the computer, but automation is going to allow you to spend more time away from it. So that means if you go on a holiday and you go out back and you don't have internet for 3 days or a week, fine, your business can continue without you, right? So very, very, very important. So let's just have a little chat about how can, every woman sitting at home, you might be working tonight, or, you're working whenever you can on your business. How can you get started in automating your business? And, you're probably automating it already at some stage, at some level, to some extent. So, if you are, great. If you're not, keep listening. And even if you are, probably, listen along, and I'm sure you're going to find more ideas of what you can automate so that you can create even more lifestyle and freedom. Okay, so the first thing that I need you to do is to start by creating a list of everything you do in your business. Okay, look, if you're too lazy to do that, or you just cannot be effed, head over to www.mbone.com and you can sign up and download my free systems and automations checklist to get the ball rolling. So that will like list out a whole, I've got about 6 or 7 categories, and then there's lists below that of things that can be automated and then systemized. And I'll touch on systems in another video. So go over there or just create your own, do that to get the ball rolling. Once you've done that, you need to have a good hard look at your goals. So what are your goals for the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months? And try and narrow down what are the most important things in your business to get towards your goal. Also, in doing that, because goals are great and we have to have them, and I've got so much to say on that, also in another video, but we cannot neglect, and this is the second thing I want you to do, is to create a list of the must-haves, i.e. so what is it that you need to happen every single day in your business in order for it to run? So that is right now, in order for you to keep getting sales in, or for you to keep making income, or for you to keep building your list, gaining followers, etc., etc. The must-haves, right? What needs to happen in order for your business to run? Okay, and I'll also speak on this again in another video, that probably most of the things that you think you need to be doing or you are doing and you think are crucial, I'd say that a lot of them aren't. Okay, so that's just a side note. Anyway, so once you have the 2 lists, you're going to have a much better idea of what your next step is going to be. So, for example, what you now want to do, you have your 2 lists. So your business goals and what's the most important thing to implement right now, and you've got your daily, the things that you have to do right now all the time in order for your business to run. So you've got the 2 lists. Now grab a pen and, or if you're doing it online, a star, shift star, and put a star next to the things that you believe you could automate. So given what you know about automation right now, I'm sure there's some things that you know, or you might have heard, or you listened to a webinar and you heard it. Put a star next to the things you think you can automate. Okay, so once you've done that, now we can start looking at, so how am I going to make that happen? So your options are, obviously, maybe you pay someone to implement some automations into your business, and you might be able to pay someone once off to set that up. The thing that I would say here that's very important, I feel, to be empowering for you as a small business owner, is you do want to know what they do, and I would actually be requesting of them to write down a little process list, just bullet points, little 1, 2, 3, 4, of the things that they have automated and what is the steps in that process, right? So if someone signs up to an email, they might have automated 5 follow-up emails, and one might have a discount code or something in it, but you want that to be a little list for you so you know what's been done, because it is important, I think, to know what's going on in your business. Okay, so that's one way you could do it. You could, of course, have a look at my checklist, and then maybe you could go off and use Mr. Google and find, or Mrs. Google, and find some ways to set it up yourself. Totally cool. Again, I would definitely recommend putting those little processes down. If it's something that you think, if you are really serious about this and you think, what is the best and quickest way that I can do all these automations and things, then maybe drop me a PM, because I'm working on a couple of things, and I think it's going to be really exciting for small business owners to be able to get some things in place. It's kind of part coach, part training, part implementation, right? So it's not just like you're going to go and do a course or learn something, okay? There's implementation right up there, as well as all that support stuff that I've just spoken about, which is having the processes written out. So just send me like a PM or an email if that is something here that's tweaked your interest. Okay, and then the other thing, just looking again through your lists, is you might like to start setting up some systems for the everyday tasks, right? And then look for someone who can actually run those systems. So systems, I feel, look, an automation is a system, but a system, I think, is also a little bit different. So a system could apply to something that is partly manual. Some parts of it might be automated, and then some parts have to be manual. And I will do another video on that. But maybe, getting some systems set up as well. So now that you've got that there, you could, have a good look through it. See if you can jot down the things that are top priority to be automated, and also have a think about, do I have the funds to get someone to do this for me? Would I like to learn it myself? Would I maybe like some support around that? And of course, you could reach out to me at any time at m@mbowden.com, and M is EM, right? So it's M. Cool. So I hope that this has been helpful and interesting to you, and believe me,